Third, the number of major African conflicts has declined significantly and progressively over the last 4 decades, and will decline further over the next 10 years. However, we will have to continue to deal with a host of legacy conflicts that trace their roots back to the 1960s. Those who argue that Africa is more violent, more turbulent today than ever before misread history or never read it at all. When we think about the continent's current conflicts, we often fail to remember how turbulent and violent and conflicted Africa once was. And we often forget how many of those conflicts have actually been resolved. Angola, Mozambique, Namibia, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Rwanda, and again, the Nigerian Civil War. We are all, as we should be, deeply disturbed by the problem of Boko Haram in northeast Nigeria and what it is doing to the people of the region, but also to the people of Chad, to the people of Cameroon and Niger. But anyone who is a student of Nigerian history knows that during the Biafran Civil War, from roughly 1969 to 1971, the death toll there every week was approximately 5,000 people. Now, of course, since the upsurge in violence with Boko Haram, Nigeria in 2010 and 11, Nigeria has lost some 20,000 people. But compare that to the deep tragedy that Nigeria experienced during the Biafran Civil War. Conflict and violence has gone down. And just because we're in the business of putting out conflict, we don't have to make today's conflicts greater than they really are. We have to be challenged to do something about it, but let us not distort history when we do it. Just as we see conventional conflicts going down, we also see the new phenomena of rising terrorism, violent extremism. We see it with Boko Haram in Nigeria. We see it with Al-Shabaab in Somalia. We see it with AQIM in the Sahel. So we will see an uptick in the level of terrorism, and we will see it in places where we have not seen it before. We will see it on the beaches north of Abidjan. We will see it at the Radisson Blu in Bamako. We will see it at the Spindide. So terrorism will continue to rise, and it will affect some countries, but not all, more than others.